The Rothschilds. The name alone evokes images of immense wealth and power. For centuries, they have been a subject of fascination and speculation. Some hail them as financial geniuses who shaped global markets. Others view them with suspicion, whispering of shadowy influence and control. Their story is a captivating blend of history, finance, and enduring mystery. From their humble beginnings in Frankfurt's Jewish ghetto, the Rothschilds rose to become a dynasty unlike any other. Their influence stretched across continents, their fingers in every pie of power. Kings and emperors sought their counsel, their loans funding wars and empires. But with such power came whispers, rumors that painted them as puppet masters pulling the strings of nations. Were the Rothschilds truly the architects of global events, or were they simply astute businessmen riding the waves of history? Unraveling truth from fiction can prove difficult. The Rothschilds guarded their privacy fiercely, their business dealings cloaked in secrecy. This only served to fuel the flames of speculation, giving birth to countless myths and legends. To understand the Rothschilds, we must journey back in time. We must delve into the origins of their empire, their rise to prominence, and the historical events that shaped their legacy. Only then can we begin to separate fact from fiction and grasp the true extent of their power. Why do the Rothschilds continue to fascinate us centuries later? Perhaps it is the sheer scale of their wealth, a fortune so vast it boggles the mind. Or maybe it is the air of mystery that surrounds them, the unanswered questions about their dealings and influence. Their story taps into our deepest anxieties about power, wealth, and control. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about the world we live in. Who truly holds the reins? Are we masters of our own destiny, or are we pawns in a larger game? The Rothschilds serve as a blank canvas onto which we project our hopes and fears. For some, they represent the pinnacle of success, a testament to the power of ambition and financial acumen. For others, they embody the dangers of unchecked greed and the corrosive influence of concentrated power. Whatever our perspective, one thing remains certain. The Rothschilds are a family whose story continues to resonate. Their legacy is a tangled web of fact, fiction, and enduring intrigue. In the chapters that follow, we will attempt to untangle this web and shed light on the truth behind the myths. Our story begins in the Jewish ghetto of Frankfurt, Germany. Here, amidst the bustling marketplaces, Meyer Amschel Rothschild was born in 1744. His father, a modest trader, could scarcely have imagined the empire his son would build. Meyer Amschel possessed a sharp mind and instinct for business. He honed his skills as an apprentice. Rising quickly, he cultivated powerful connections. His reputation spread throughout the region. A pivotal connection was with William I, Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel. William entrusted him with managing his fortune. This patronage provided access to European society. Meyer Amschel expanded into international trade and currency exchange. He established a successful business. His 5 sons expanded the family enterprise beyond Germany. Meyer Amschel understood that true power lay in managing and strategically deploying wealth. He instilled in his sons a deep understanding of financial markets and the importance of a vast network. This network became the backbone of the Rothschild Empire. Meyer sent his sons to establish banks across Europe. Nathan was dispatched to London, the global finance epicenter. Other sons were placed in Paris, Vienna, Naples, and Frankfurt. This dispersion allowed unparalleled reach and efficiency. They could transfer funds, exploit arbitrage, and gather information. Their interconnected banks, bound by familial ties, gave them an unrivaled edge. The Rothschilds' financial innovations extended beyond geography. They pioneered new forms of credit and financing. Their role in financing governments solidified their reputation as bankers to kings and emperors. The Rothschilds' ascent from the confines of the Frankfurt ghetto to the pinnacle of European society is a testament to their unwavering ambition and strategic brilliance. Within a generation, they had transformed themselves from modest traders to financial titans, their influence touching every corner of the continent. Their success, however, was not solely a product of their financial acumen. They understood the intricate workings of power, cultivating relationships with those who wielded it. Kings and queens sought their advice, their fortunes intertwined with the fate of nations. The Rothschild name became synonymous with wealth, power, and a level of access that few could imagine. This meteoric rise, however, did not come without its challenges. The Rothschilds faced prejudice and discrimination as Jews navigating a predominantly Christian society. They were often met with suspicion and envy, their success fueling whispers of conspiracies and shadowy dealings. Yet, the Rothschilds persevered, their unity and unwavering focus on their business goals proving to be their greatest strengths. Their story is a testament to the power of family, ambition, and the enduring allure of wealth and influence. But as their empire grew, so too did the myths and legends surrounding their name, obscuring the line between fact and fiction. Mayer Amschel Rothschild, the patriarch of the family, understood that true power lay not in centralized control, but in strategic expansion. He envisioned a financial empire that transcended borders, a network of influence woven into the very fabric of Europe. To achieve this, he entrusted his 5 sons with a daring mission to establish a Rothschild banking house in each of Europe's major financial hubs. The 5 brothers, each possessing their own unique talents and ambitions, set out to conquer the continent. Amschel, the eldest, remained in Frankfurt, the family's base of operations. Solomon ventured to Vienna, the heart of the Habsburg Empire. Nathan, considered the most astute financier among them, set his sights on London, the burgeoning center of global commerce. Karl, known for his charm and diplomacy, established himself in Naples, a key player in Mediterranean trade. And finally James, the youngest and perhaps most ambitious, sought to make his mark in Paris, the seat of power and influence in continental Europe. Thus, the Rothschild brothers fanned out across the continent, each carrying the weight of their family's legacy on their shoulders. This strategic dispersion was a masterstroke in financial maneuvering. It allowed the Rothschilds to operate with a level of interconnectedness and efficiency that no competitor could match. Funds could be transferred seamlessly across borders, arbitrage opportunities exploited with lightning speed, and crucial information gathered from every corner of Europe. Of the 5 brothers, it was Nathan Mayer Rothschild who emerged as the architect of the family's enduring empire. Dispatched to London in 1798, Nathan navigated the treacherous waters of British finance with unparalleled skill and determination. He quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with, his N.M. Rothschild & Sons Bank becoming a cornerstone of the City of London. Nathan possessed an uncanny ability to anticipate market trends and exploit opportunities that others missed. He recognized the importance of building relationships with those in power, cultivating close ties with politicians, aristocrats, and industrialists alike. His influence extended far beyond the walls of his bank, his advice sought by prime ministers and monarchs. One of Nathan's most audacious moves came during the Napoleonic Wars. While others saw chaos and uncertainty, Nathan recognized an opportunity to solidify his family's dominance. He financed the British war effort on an unprecedented scale, providing loans and facilitating gold shipments that proved crucial to Wellington's victory at Waterloo. This strategic maneuvering not only cemented Nathan's reputation as a financial genius, but also secured the Rothschilds' position as the preeminent banking house in Europe. With access to vast resources and a network of informants spanning the continent, Nathan had his finger on the pulse of global events, shaping the course of history through his financial dealings. The Rothschilds' success was not solely a product of their individual talents, but also a testament to the strength of their familial bonds. Mayer Amschel instilled in his sons a deep sense of loyalty and unity, recognizing that their strength lay in their ability to act as a cohesive unit. Regular correspondence between the brothers, often using coded messages to maintain secrecy, ensured that they remained informed of each other's dealings, and could coordinate their strategies across borders. They shared information, resources, and even profits, prioritizing the prosperity of the family enterprise above all else. This unwavering unity, coupled with their shrewd business practices, allowed the Rothschilds to weather the storms that inevitably arose in the turbulent world of 19th-century finance. They faced down economic crises, political upheavals, and even anti-Semitic prejudice, emerging from each challenge stronger and more influential. The Rothschild brothers, bound by blood and ambition, had transformed their father's vision into a reality. They had established a financial empire that stretched across Europe, their names synonymous with wealth, power, and an aura of impenetrable secrecy. The legend of the Rothschilds had begun, and their influence on the world stage was only just beginning to be felt. The Napoleonic Wars, a series of conflicts that engulfed Europe, proved to be a launching pad for the Rothschild Empire. While nations clashed, the Rothschilds saw immense financial opportunities. Their banks, strategically positioned, provided a unique advantage. Governments sought funds and the Rothschilds filled the void. They loaned to both sides, including Britain, France, Prussia, and Austria. This approach solidified their position as indispensable financiers. Beyond loans, they facilitated international payments and shipments. Their network gathered crucial intelligence on the wars. Their ability to move money and information discreetly gave them an edge. The Rothschilds emerged wealthier and more influential than ever. Their actions cemented their reputation as bankers to kings and emperors, solidifying their position at the pinnacle of European finance. Perhaps the most enduring legend surrounding the Rothschilds' involvement in the Napoleonic Wars centers around the Battle of Waterloo. This decisive clash, which marked the final defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte, became intertwined with tales of Rothschild cunning and ruthlessness, blurring the lines between historical fact and financial folklore. The story goes that Nathan Rothschild, based in London, received early intelligence of Wellington's victory at Waterloo through his network of agents. Armed with this knowledge, he proceeded to sell off large amounts of British government bonds, creating the impression that Britain had lost the battle. Panic ensued on the London Stock Exchange, causing prices to plummet. However, this was all part of Nathan's grand scheme. As prices reached rock bottom, he secretly instructed his agents to buy back the bonds at a fraction of their original value. When news of Wellington's victory finally reached London, the market soared, and Nathan Rothschild reaped an unimaginable fortune, solidifying his family's position as masters of the financial universe. While this version of events makes for a captivating tale, historians have largely debunked it as an exaggeration of the Rothschilds' actual role at Waterloo. While they undoubtedly profited from the war, their success was more likely due to their extensive network, financial acumen, and willingness to take calculated risks, rather than any insider trading scheme. One cannot underestimate the importance of information in the Rothschilds' rise to power. They understood that knowledge, particularly in the volatile world of finance, was paramount to success. To that end, they established a sophisticated intelligence network that spanned the continent, keeping them one step ahead of their competitors and even governments. This network was comprised of a vast array of individuals, from bankers and merchants to diplomats and couriers. They gathered information from every corner of Europe, relaying it back to the Rothschild brothers through a complex system of coded messages, secret meetings, and even carrier pigeons. This constant flow of intelligence allowed them to anticipate market shifts, identify lucrative opportunities, and navigate the treacherous waters of international politics. Their information gathering extended beyond mere financial data. They were privy to political gossip, military secrets, and even rumors of social unrest. This comprehensive understanding of the forces shaping the world gave them an almost mythical aura, leading some to believe they possessed an almost supernatural ability to predict the future. The Rothschilds' intelligence network was not simply a tool for financial gain, it was an instrument of power. It allowed them to exert influence on governments, shape public opinion, and even play a role in shaping the course of history. Their access to information was unparalleled, making them one of the most informed and therefore powerful entities in 19th century Europe. The 19th century saw the Rothschilds at the heart of economic transformation, shaping European finance. They revolutionized international bond markets, fueling economic growth and modern banking practices. Their influence laid the foundation for a stable global financial system. The Rothschilds financed empires, wars, and critical infrastructure like the Suez Canal. They invested in the Industrial Revolution, fueling economic growth and technological innovation. Their investments shaped Europe's economic destiny for generations. The Rothschilds were innovators, improving efficiency and solidifying their dominance in finance. They developed a sophisticated communication system and built a reputation for trustworthiness. Their legacy is one of ambition, innovation, and enduring influence in modern banking. The Rothschilds have been targets of myths and conspiracy theories, often fueled by anti-Semitism. While their influence is undeniable, many myths exaggerate their power and misrepresent their actions. The myth of the Rothschilds' role in the Battle of Waterloo is largely a fabrication. Their success was due to long-term investments and navigating the financial landscape of wartime. Conspiracies about the Rothschilds reflect a need to make sense of complex systems. Their story is marked by both triumphs and controversies requiring a nuanced understanding. The 20th century brought challenges to the Rothschilds' financial empire. They diversified into new industries, maintaining influence through adaptability and foresight. Their story is one of resilience and the enduring power of a legacy. The Rothschilds' modern influence operates through a vast network of connections and investments. Their name still carries weight, opening doors and facilitating deals. Their philanthropic endeavors shape public discourse and promote their values. Despite a diminished role in global finance, the Rothschilds remain targets for conspiracy theories. These narratives often reflect anxieties about capitalism and power. It is crucial to approach their story with skepticism and a nuanced understanding. The Rothschilds' direct influence has diminished, but their name remains potent in myth. Their history of shaping global markets and financing wars fuels fascination. Their legacy offers lessons in power dynamics and the allure of conspiracy theories. Stepping outside the echo chamber of conspiracy theories allows for a more nuanced appreciation of the Rothschild legacy. Their story provides valuable insights into the mechanics of wealth accumulation, the interplay of finance and political power, and the importance of adaptability. The Rothschilds evolved with the times, diversifying their holdings and building a web of influence that transcended borders. Their story also highlights the persistence of anti-Semitism and stereotypes. The Rothschilds' legacy continues to shape modern finance. Their contributions to banking and global capitalism are undeniable. Their story offers lessons on wealth, power, and influence. The Rothschilds remind us that adaptability and innovation are key to success. Their legacy, entwined with myth, shows real power often hides in plain sight.